It seems faintly ridiculous that Finland would rate as the happiest place on Earth. But for reasons that even confounded Finns, the United Nations 2018 World Happiness Report ranked the Nordic nation #1. The next list comes out tomorrow, meaning today is possibly the last day that Finland holds the title. We visited the reigning champions of joy to see what makes them so happy.
Are you happy? Did you see this story?
Yes, I've seen it many times, and I always wonder why, actually.
I'm like literally about to kill myself standing in the square for like 20 minutes.
This is kind of a hard country, especially autumn and winter. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, it takes a lot of something, inner spirit to be able to live here.
Yeah. This is not working out, by the way. Explain the Finnish person to me, the Finnish quality.
We are quite quiet.
Yeah.
We are quite serious. We like to spend time alone.
Suicide rate's kind of high here.
But it's getting lower every year.
Well, and you like living here?
Oh, sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
If you come over here in summertime, everybody is much more open and happier. And now, in the wintertime, when it's dark and rainy, and it sucks.
So how do Finns battle this demoralizing weather in a country that's drenched in darkness half the year? Well, they just pretend to do happy summer things.
That's not warm enough. It's legitimately not warm enough.
Everyone always thinks about, the darkness and how difficult it must be. But when you actually grow up here, you just sort of learn to live with it.
But that's rather different than being happy about it, isn't it?
When I seen the reviews with the happiest place in the world, it was quite hard for me to understand. Yeah.
The masses might seem sullen, but Finnish happiness researcher Frank Martella thinks the country's top ranking makes a certain amount of sense.
They are measuring like life satisfaction, and we know from research that factors like how wealthy the country is, and also like how broad the social network system is, and how much people trust in the institution, what is the situation with the democracy. These factors are kind of like things that like tend to predict like high life satisfaction.
Countries that scored high on income, life expectancy, and social support, all which contribute to one's sense of well-being, have topped the list for several years running. In other words, if you live in a Nordic welfare state, the UN suspects you're probably happy.
One way of like defining and measuring happiness is about life satisfaction. How satisfied are you with your life on the whole? And in that kind of measures, Finland seems to be like in the top. But then when you measure happiness with like positive emotions, like joyfulness, and how much do you smile every day and so forth.
Where is Finland on that scale?
Not close to the top at all.
At the top of that scale are cheerful if impoverished Latin American countries like Paraguay and Guatemala.
The problem with the word happiness is that everybody seems to define it in different ways. As a researcher, I said that we should get rid of the word happiness.
What term would you prefer is used?
I would prefer that we have few separate words like positive emotions, life satisfaction, meaningfulness, and see these as three separate things. When you walk on the streets in Finland, people don't seem to be particularly happy. And I was actually thinking that might actually contribute positively to our sense of satisfaction, because we know that when we think about our happiness or when we judge our own lives, we are quite much comparing us to the other people. So if you live among people where everybody is kind of advertising their own happiness, telling that, hey, look at me, how happy I am, that might actually make you more sad.
So after spending some time in Finland, I've determined that the UN is partially right. This country is not particularly happy. Everyone looks pretty grim. But while they're probably not the happiest people on the planet, I think they're the most content people on the planet. That's what Finland is. It's not happy. This is the wrong word. It's a bad translation. Right?